Hi guys, it's me Nikki. Today I'm going to tell you about my paranormal house experience. Stay tuned. A few years ago, I would say 2010, I was in this house. When I first moved in it was cool. The landlord told me the kitchen had burned down. So I had new counters and everything. I didn't see anything wrong with the house. I didn't feel anything wrong with the house. We're there. I was there for maybe 3 years, but the first 2 years, I didn't experience anything. But that third year, something was not right. I had things going on, like I would hear things in the ceiling. I would hear footsteps. I would hear all types of things. So, um, basically, with the ceiling stuff, hearing stuff in the ceiling, I told my landlord, like, we think we have raccoons up there, because my brother was staying with me and his girl at the time. They were staying with me, and we both heard it over our heads. So we didn't know what it was. I never knew what a raccoon sounded like. So the landlord, he went and got I guess some animal people, and they put traps on top of on top of the roof. Found out they had never caught anything or anything, so they just came and got them. I didn't think nothing of it then. Another thing, it was me and my boyfriend at the time. We were sitting in the room, and the door was cracked. So all of a sudden, the door moved, like a wind had shook the door or something. So we were looking at each other like, what was that? Found out. I'm thinking maybe it was one of the kids that got up. I go look, and every child is knocked out sleep. So again, didn't pay attention to that. So it got deeper where stuff started moving around. For instance, we were watching television, and it was one night. Kids were asleep. It was just me, my brother, his girl, and his friend. They were all over. You know what? I think we were watching Paranormal Activity, okay? And some people believe that things that you watch can bring negative into your house. And of course, people can bring negative things in your house. So we were sitting there watching, and I'm laying, like, sitting across the arm of the chair that I'm in, and I can look into the kitchen and, see stuff. So this particular night, I kept seeing something out the corner of my eyes. So I'm looking, and my brother happened to see me. He's like, what do you see? What is that? Because I think he's seeing something. There were like little children playing in my kitchen, darting like back and forth, like they playing hide and go seek. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. So, after that happens, windows, mind you, it's wintertime. Windows are closed. Um, it's the windows are closed. There's no fans blowing, no air fans blowing, nothing. It's just airtight. There was some paper on the end table. All of a sudden, whoosh, the paper just whooshed off the table, and freaked us all out. The friend didn't say nothing. He just got up and left. He walked away, and tons of snow. This man walked home or whatever. He didn't say nothing. He just got up and left. So we looking at each other like, what was that about? So we were all scared, but it was like we had nowhere to go or nothing. So we just stuck together or whatever. So another thing I did notice there, it was winter, and I would have these gigantic horse flies, and I would we would just kill them, but I'm like, I've never seen flies like this. And I found out later that was a sign of something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. There shouldn't be flies in your house. And they were just in the pane of the window. And they were humongous. And, you know, I would have my brother kill them. I don't mess with bugs. So one day, my brother played with the Ouija board in the house. And if you all watch my previous paranormal thing about the Ouija board, I don't mess with that no more in life. Like, I'm done with that. And something went wrong in that room because they started hollering, screaming, and whatever. And again, the friend left. He just walked out. One day, I remember just like yesterday, I was in school. This is 2010 now. I was in school. I grabbed my kids. We're on our way home. We make it home. And you know how kids lollygag. So they're lollygagging. You know, I'm unlocking the door. The way my house was set up, you can see the living room. Time you walk in was the living room and the dining room. So time I open the door, I look in to step up in the house, and there were food plates turned over neatly on top of my table. Then there was some neatly turned over on the floor. I immediately froze. I locked the door back and ran back to my car and immediately went to my mom's house. And I'm calling my brother like, did y'all leave some food out or something? And I'm thinking maybe some raccoon or something got in the house. I'm still thinking raccoon. So I'm thinking, you know, he was like, no, we put the food up or whatever. We would see dark shadows walking around in that house. One in particular was a guy. I would say it was a guy because they had like a brim hat and it was black and it was a shadow. One of the kids seen one with the tail on it, and I just freaked out. But it was horrific. It was crazy. I had never in life. And you know what I thought? Like, is this coming from me playing with the board? Like, what is this stuff? And so I'm trying to. Oh, this was another one. This was 2000. I was in school again. Went to my cousin's little birthday dinner. We come back home. Well, I come back home. They drop me off. Everybody is standing outside. It was around 10, maybe 10, 11 o'clock. Everybody's outside. I don't think the kids were even there. And my brother and his friends and his girl was standing outside. And I'm like pulling up. And why y'all out here? So what they said happened was something actually ran them out the house. So I'm like, what? You know, they're saying like they were sitting on the couch. Something was beaten. Like, I had a basement. Something was beaten under the couch from underneath the floor, like in the basement or something. So they all just got up and ran out, you know. And I'm like, as I'm standing there talking to them, I seen a dark shadow walk through my living room. What I did was I spent the night at my neighbor's house across the street. I wasn't going in there. So every man for himself. I wasn't going in. So I didn't go in, you know, and that really freaked me out. And you know, I would always wonder when I'm watching the scary movies, I'm like, why don't y'all move, you know? But thinking realistically and being in that situation, sometimes you don't have the money to just pick up and move. Sometimes you can't, you know, you just can't do it. So you have to stay there. And some people might just leave all they have there and just go with the shirt on their back. But yeah, I understand why people can't just up and move. It's just, you know, you can't do that all the time. Especially if you have kids, you know, you just can't do that. Where you gonna go, you know? So we stuck it out until I moved. And the next house I moved into, I got it blessed. Okay, I got it blessed. So nothing ever happened in the next house that I was in or whatever. But that particular house had a lot of activity in it. I never brought anyone in to check it out, because I feel that would have made stuff worse. Watch too much TV. Now to this day, I wouldn't say to this day, but after that, I'm a scary movie person. I love scary movies, and after that, I was still watching scary movies. But as of now, I don't, because I had a situation happen to me maybe 2 summers ago where there was this unseen force messing with me, like touching my legs. It was I'll never forget. It was a whole weekend. I was standing at the bus stop waiting on my baby, and something kept messing with my legs. I had on some tight fitting jeans, so it wasn't like the wind's blowing, or nothing's touching me. Something unseen was touching my legs, and it had done it that whole, like, from that evening on, and it went away. Once it went away, I didn't say anything about it till the next day, because me and my boyfriend, we were watching YouTube trying to see what, because I'm like, something ain't right, and I got scared because I'm like, thinking the board again, I'm like, what did I not do right? So I'm going through the rules of that, and I'm like, oh my God, so I'm kind of scared. I'm really spooked. So I'm going to my brother, because he was on the board too, my other brother. So, I'm telling him, like, I think something's wrong. Like, I think something has attached itself to me or something. This is why I want to make this video in the daytime, because I'm too scared to talk about it in nighttime. So, yeah. That Sunday, I woke up to something touching me, like going up my thigh. It was going up my thigh. I jumped out the bed, scared. I'm about in tears. I'm like, you know what? So I just laid on the couch, and then I'm calling my brother on the phone, because he was like 2 houses down. So I end up running down there, and I'm bawling out of control. Like, something's after me. Something's, I was so afraid. And maybe a few hours later, that was a Sunday, and a few hours later, I went to church, like, right around the corner. And it was Sunday school. I just needed prayer. Like, please help me. Get this off of me, whatever it is. And when they were praying for me or whatever, they had the oil and stuff on me and stuff, and they were praying for me, and one of them said they felt something come from my body, and I was like, I froze. He's like, I felt something. I'm like, wow. And we left. Then I would just start going to church faithfully, like I like that church, so I would go there, and I'm thinking it was that day later, that evening, we're driving somebody somewhere to drop them off. Everybody knows I don't like stuff around my neck. I've had bad experiences. I don't wear chains. I don't wear none of that. I don't want nothing around my neck. I really don't like turtlenecks, okay? So something is grabbing me around my neck. So I'm just pulling and scratching, and I just broke. Then my phone in my hand, and I'm trying to dial it, and it's just, the screen was doing something crazy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm really going crazy now. And I'm bawling. So I go to my mom's, and I just lay my head in her lap, and I'm just screaming. I'm just like, oh, what is this? I was so afraid, but knock on wood, I never had to deal with it again. But I needed to get it out, and I hope I don't talk it up. I swear, that was too much for me. But that's my paranormal house activity. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comment, your likes, subscribes, and all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.